Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will again discuss reciprocity theorem. Okay, and we will solve one numerical based on reciprocity theorem. In previous lecture, I have discussed what is meant by the reciprocity theorem. Okay, what we have studied in a linear bilateral circuit. Okay, when the voltage source is connected with the one terminal and the ammeter is connected with the another terminal, when you interchange the position of voltage source and ammeter, so there will not be any change in the ammeter reading. Okay, so we have also discussed how to verify the reciprocity theorem. Okay, so you can see here they have asked one question: verify the reciprocity theorem for the network shown. Okay, so this network is shown here and they have asked us to verify the reciprocity theorem. Okay, so how you verify this? So you can see that here this voltage source is given, which is of 20 volt. Okay, so this is the one single independent energy source or voltage source, and this current I is given. Okay, the current I is flowing through this 4 and J8. Okay, so this will be minus J8. Okay, minus J8, that is the value of capacitor. Okay, so what we will do in this numerical, we first find out the value of this current I. Okay, and then we interchange the position of this 20 volt source and the current I. Okay, and in both the cases, if we will get the value of current I will be same, then we will say that our theorem is verified. Right, so we start with the solution. Okay, so what is our first step? The first step is determine value of current I. Okay, so this current I is already shown in the diagram. Okay, so how you calculate this current I? We will calculate it with the help of the mesh analysis. Okay, so if you see that here we have two mesh, so I will mark this is mesh number 1, this will be mesh number 2. Okay, so these are the steps of mesh. Second step is assume the current. So I will assume that this current is I1 and I will assume that this current is I2. Okay, so what is the next step? Let I1 and I2 be the mesh currents. Okay, we have discussed this thing so many times. Okay, now what is our next step? Now we will write the mesh matrices. Okay, for this network, and then we will find out. You can see that as there are two mesh, so size of matrices is 2 by 2. I have told you that how to write this type of matrices. Okay, so this is your Z matrix, which is called as impedance matrix, which has the 4 element because the size of matrices is 2 by 2. Right? This is multiplied with the current matrix. So the current is I1 and I2. As there are two mesh, so current in the mesh 1 is I1 and current in the mesh 2 is I2. And this should be equal to the voltage matrix. Okay, so this is the impedance matrix, this is the current matrix, and this is the voltage. So this is actually the mesh analysis. Okay, so as we have two mesh, so I will write here 1 2, here also I will write 1 2. Right, I will write the voltage matrix. You can see that in the voltage matrix in the first mesh there is a 20 volt of voltage source, so sign of that is minus plus, so that will represent plus, as we have studied that if there is voltage right it is plus, and if in the second mesh there is no voltage source, so that should be treated as 0. Now we have to write this impedance matrices. This element is Z11. Okay, this element is Z1 means sum of the element present in mesh 1. You can see that mesh 1 has 5 plus 2. Okay, so it is 5 plus 2 plus J4. Okay, so this inductor is that. This is Z12, that is the element connected between the mesh 1 and 2. You can see that between 1 and 2 this 2 and J4 is that. So both are connected in series, Z2 plus J4. So it is 2 plus J4, and as it is a non-diagonal element it is treated as minus. So this element also same because between 2 and 1, so it is 2 plus J4. What will be this element Z22? That is the sum of the element present in mesh 2. So in mesh 2, you can see that 4 elements are present, 2, 4, J4 and J8. So we can write it is 2 plus 4 plus J4 and this is minus J8. Fine. After that, if you rearrange or you can solve that matrices, so it will be 7 plus J4. Fine. I will open the bracket minus 2 minus J4. This will be minus 2 minus J4. So this will be 6 plus J4 minus J8. So this will be minus J4. Right? This will be 6 minus J4. Rest of the things are as it is. So this is I1, this is I2. Okay. And this will be 20 and 10. Right? Now what is our aim? Our aim is to find out this current I. You can see that. Okay. So how you get this current I? If you see the network, current I means your I2 is same as I. Okay. If you follow the network, your I2 is same as I. So I first find out the I2 and that I2 will be equal to I. Okay. So how we will calculate I2? By simply Cramer's rule. Okay. So we will write by Cramer's rule. So according to the Cramer's rule, your I2 is delta 2 upon delta. Okay. How you get the delta 2? Just replace this Z impedance matrix by voltage in the second column. So first column will save. So it is 7 plus J4. This will be minus 2 minus J4. Now replace this second column by voltage matrix, that is 20 and 0. So that is determinant and delta. And this matrix is represent delta. That is Z matrix is the delta matrix. So write as it is 7 plus J4 minus 2 minus J4 minus 2 minus J4. And this will be 6 minus J4. Right? Now solve these two determinant. Okay. I will solve these two determinant. So just cross multiplication. So it is 0, 7 plus J4. Okay. Minus 20 minus 2 minus J4. Fine. Divided by cross multiplication of this one. 7 plus J4. Fine. 6 minus J4 minus of minus 2 minus J4 minus 2 of minus J4. Right? Now, if you solve, this will plus, so this will be 40 plus J18. 40 plus J18. Right? And if you solve this denominator in a calculator, I have solved it. I got the answer 46 minus J20. Okay. So if you solve it in calculator, you will get this answer. Now, after that, find out this answer. So your I2 is come out to be, when I have solved it, 0.09538 plus J 1.780. And we have to convert this answer into polar. So polar answer is 1.78 at an angle 86.93 degree ampere. Fine. So in that way, you got the values of I2. Fine. But our aim is to get the values of I. And if you see the network, your I2 is same as I. So we will get the first answer. So you write one statement here. From network, your I2 is same as I. Okay. So what you get the values of I? 1.78 at an angle 86.93 degree ampere. Right? This is the value of the current I which we have to find out. Okay. So I will give this as my equation number 1. Okay. So to verify the reciprocity theorem for the given network, we have find out this current. Okay. Now what is our second step in reciprocity theorem? We will interchange the position of this current I and this 20 volt source. Okay. So that will be our next step. Okay. So I will write the step number 2. Okay. Interchanging position of 20 volt source and current I. Fine. So when you make this, so what will happen? At this 20 volt there is a current I, and at this current there is a 20 volt source. Okay. Now rest of the circuit will be as it is. Okay. So I will draw that circuit. Okay. So here we have a 5 ohm resistance. Okay. So instead of voltage source, now there will be the current I. Okay. Here we have one resistance and one inductor. Right. And at that current we have to draw the voltage source. The rest of the circuit will be same like this, right? So this will be plus minus 20 volt. So this will be 2, this will be J4, this will be 4, and this will be minus J8. So this is the circuit after interchanging the position of this current I and this 20 volt source. Okay, so you can, this was my original circuit. Here we have interchanged 20 and I. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to find out this current I. So how you get this current I? By same method, apply mesh analysis. So I will be consider this as my mesh number 1, this will be mesh number 2, and now current is flowing in anti-clockwise from positive to negative. So this current is I1 and this current is I2. Okay, so you start like this again, same. Let I1 and I2 be the mesh currents. Okay, now on the similar to the first case, you note down the mesh matrices. So as the size of matrices is 2 by 2, okay, because there are two mesh. So here, sorry, here it is I1, I2, because this is the current in first and second mesh. In the first mesh, we have a 20 volt source, and this is 0 because there is no voltage source in the second mesh. So there are 4 elements. Okay, so this is the mesh 1, this is the mesh 2, mesh 1, mesh 2. So this is the sum of the element present in mesh 1. So there are 2, 4, J4 and J8. So you can write 2 plus 4 plus J4 minus J8. This is the common to first and second. So minus 2 plus J4. This is minus 2 plus J4. This is Z22. So this will be 5 plus 2 plus J4. 5 plus 2 plus J4. This is the sum of the element present in second one. Okay. So after that you just solve this. So this will be 6 minus J4. This is minus 2 minus J4. Open that bracket. This is minus 2 minus J4. This will become 7 plus J4. Right. This current will be I1, I2, and this is equal to 20 and 0. Okay, so after simplification of above matrix. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to find out this current I. And if you see the network, this current is same as I2. So our aim is to just calculate the values of I2. So by the same method, which method? Cramer's rule. So by Cramer's rule, we will find out the current I. So our aim is to find out this current I. And if you see the network, this current is same as I2. So our aim is to just calculate the values of I2. So by the same method, which method? Cramer's rule. So by Cramer's rule, we will find out the current I. So Cramer's rule. What is the value of I2? Your I2 is simply equal to delta 2 upon delta. So how you get the delta 2? Just replace the second column by the voltage matrix. So it is 6 minus J4 minus 2 minus 4. This will be 20, 0. Just replace the second column of the impedance matrix by voltage matrix. Now delta will be same as the impedance matrix. So 6 minus J4 minus 2 minus J4 minus 2 minus J4 7 plus J4. Now solve this both the determinant and you will get the values of I2. Okay. So this will be 0, 6 minus J4 minus 20 minus 20 minus 2 minus J4. Okay. Divided by this determinant 6 minus J4 7 plus J4 minus 2 minus J4 minus 2 minus J4. Fine. If you solve, we already solved at the upper side. You can see that the same answer is, we will get the same answer. It same, both are same. So 40 plus J80, this is 40 plus J80 if you solve, and this is come out to be 46 minus J20. Right? So we get the same answer, and if you solve this, sorry, and if you solve this, your I2 is come out to be 1.78 at an angle 86.93 degree ampere. Fine. So we got the values of I2, but our aim is to find out the values of I. And if you see the network, your I2 is same as I. Okay, so you write one last statement here. From network, your I2 is equal to I. Okay. Hence, what is the value of I? Your I is 1.78 at an angle 86.93 degree ampere. Right? And we will give, this will be your equation number 2. Equation number 2. Right? So you can see equation number 2 answer and equation number 1 answer, both answer are same. Okay. So we will say that, or we will conclude that this network is a reciprocal network, or the reciprocity theorem is verified. Okay. So in that way, we have to solve the numerical of reciprocity theorem. Okay. So here I finish with the question.